Hey, Jonathan from Buffalo Modular, and we are here at the factory. I was just walking the homeowners through their house. It's a little loud, so I didn't really film that specifically because it was hard to hear anything, quite honestly. But there's a break going on, so I thought I'd do a walkthrough video of this house while it's still in the factory. So let's take a look together. So this house, so it's just shy of 1,400 square feet, okay, and it's a 712 pitch on the roof. And so you can see they did this interesting kind of step back here between the two different modules, which certainly accentuates the fact that it's done in multiple sections, but in a design focused manner. It's not a it's not a clunky box. It's a really design focused house. I wanted to kind of walk through this with you together so you can see how this works. So the front door is over here, but before we get over there, I wanted to point this out to you guys because we get lots of people that ask how this exactly works. So this house is pretty clear and easy to see. Here is the section break between the two sections of the house. So here's a section and here's a section, right? And so the roof is tipped up right now. You see the knee wall here. That'll get folded under, and then this roof will drop down and ship flat with the house. So this eave is tipped up right now for shipping purposes, and I'll show you here on the other side, they got it tipped down. So you can kind of see the difference with how these things look. Okay. And so this whole long section here will all be shingled in advance from the factory. So they got to put the windows in. I think it's just windows and cabinets at this point, really, that need to go into this house. Pretty much everything else is all done at this point. And so we come in through our front door, which is on the side, because it's not a chalet, but it's meant to be a view. So the view is out this way, and there's a pond, and it's really beautiful. I can't wait to show you when we set the house. And so there's going to be kind of a bench system here, cubby coat sort of set up here, if you will. And so they don't have all the lights punched through quite yet. So you'll see some holes for lights and some, where you'll wonder, is there going to be any lights in there? There is. They just didn't punch them all through yet. So we're in the living room space here, and this is what I really wanted to show you this house for, is we did an arched entryway into this. So if you look from here, you can kind of see really how this feels. It's just really remarkable and feels fantastic, and kind of accentuates this entrance. So, obviously you could have, carried this all the way up to the ceiling, and it just could have been a cavity that opens up. You could have done a square top on this, much similar to the door, and treat it more like a doorway. But it wasn't going to be a door on here. You got this kind of entryway space over here as well. So why don't we do it this way? And it looks really, really great. So you can see electrical is run already from the factory. Drywall is done. And primed, some of it is at least primed at this point in time. They'll be priming the rest of this. And this is a drywall wrap on these windows, which is a really awesome design detail that you can do on certain builds. So they're going to do a black exterior window on this, and I think they actually went with white interior. Most of the time you'd end up doing a black interior on the black exterior if you're doing this drywall wrap sort of look. But you can do it without. It's not like, it matters too much. It's more so just a design feature and how you kind of look at the design of the house. So we're in the dining room space now. You got a big sliding glass door that's going to be over here, and the two windows overlooking, overlooking the view. There's going to be a walkout basement across here, okay? And then your kitchen space. Obviously the cabinets need to go in, but you can see a whole bunch of space for outlets and lights and all those sorts of things. So if you can kind of picture this with me, here's the fridge. There's where the water line's going to be for the fridge. Here is the range hood and stove. And then your sink is over here where this double window is. Okay, it gets a little dark, but bear with me here and we can kind of take a look through the rest of this. You got your stairwell in to the basement. It's going to take a turn here, which we'll be able to see better when the house is out on the site. You got a pantry space here with a pocket door. Really good space for a pocket door to do in there, just because you're kind of in the hallway anyway. The door would get in the way inside the pantry, so not helpful in there. And then you also did a pocket door here, which this one is a little bit more of a specific choice. It's probably what I would do as well, just because my thought would be I'm gonna swing this door in against this wall, And what it's going to naturally do is it's going to make this space feel smaller for this laundry space in here. So you get your washer dryer set up here. It's the side-by-side washer dryer setup. And then, you know, linen closet in here. The thing I really like in here is this big window in here. I think just because of the tight space, it makes the window feel even bigger than it actually is. But I really like that window in here a lot. I think they're gonna really love that. Here's the cavity for the pull down staircase that's gonna go in here. So when you do a 7/12 pitch, that's something you can consider doing, is you can consider having a pull down staircase. So think, you know, Christmas Vacation sort of setup where it's, you know, the stairs come down in, you got to pull it down from the, you know, from the ceiling, hence pull down staircase. Construction terms are usually not very interesting. They're pretty straightforward. So that's a great setup for you, for sure, if you're thinking about something like that. You have your hall bath here, which is really dark in there because there's no window or anything like that in there. You certainly could have put a window above the shower. They didn't. You certainly don't have to, but that would be a space to let in some natural light. Kind of an office, bedroom sort of a space here, closet and 2 windows in here. This will be nice. It's just a couple that's going to live here, so they don't need exorbitant amount of space and that, but they are planning on having a lot of family over from time to time, you know, for hosting holidays and things like that. But here's the master. Big closet, big enough for a walk-in. All right, so you can probably get away with actually doing a whole U of coat rack in here. And then bed's gonna go over here, and then they actually are doing a door over here as well, which is kind of cool. I like this idea a lot. And so they're gonna have a deck that comes out over here. And if you remember, the other sliding glass door, if you can get your bearings, is over that way, right? So they're gonna have kind of deck space across here, and they'll probably do it across the whole front of the front of the house as well. So it'll kind of be an L-shaped deck. And then you got your shower set up here. Rough plumbing is already run through. They're just mudding this just a moment ago here. And then you got your vanity here. You can see the light spaces here, here, and here. And then the vanity's gonna run all across here. And then toilet's gonna go over here, and closet space in here, kind of a linen closet sort of setup. So that concludes our walkthrough of this house. Short walkthrough today. We'll do another walkthrough when the house is being set on the foundation, which will be very, very soon. And so I just wanted to show you this, get you a chance to see that arch top, get you a chance to see the 7/12 pitch with the pull down staircase, and even just that design detail about the bump out of the house and stuff. It's just these little things that you can do to dress up your house. Obviously, the porch is going to add quite a bit as well. I think they're going to do a porch, like kind of a covered entrance across the front door space as well. All these little things that you do really matter quite a bit. So typically, from a design perspective, no single thing stands very well completely on its own. So it's usually required to have the other elements. For example, usually you put a house out on a property, no matter how nice the house is, if there's no landscaping there, it doesn't look very nice. The landscaping is a requirement to accentuate the design of the home and to really make it feel great, right? Furniture in the house and things like that are gonna be essential for making this thing feel great, right? That arch is a great feature, but that arch all by itself is not quite enough, right? So you need to be thinking about the holistic design of the home and how all the things come together. So it certainly is a challenge, can be tough to do, and even from a spatial awareness standpoint, I was talking to the owners even about their living room space and kind of questioning, is it gonna be too tight? I don't know. And so we were just talking about furniture and the furniture that you get for your space and being intentional about the pieces you choose, right? So while it's certainly nice to be able to just move furniture from one house to another, a lot of times the furniture that you get is for a specific room and a specific purpose. And so, maybe you can get through for a little bit to buy furniture, bring furniture from your previous house and put it in the new house. But usually you're going to have to get furniture that fits that specific space because it doesn't function very well in the new space. Sometimes you get lucky, for sure, but a lot of times that's what you're gonna need to do. So just something to be thinking about with your build and thinking about the spatial awareness inside your home. Hope this is helpful to you as you're considering your building project. We'll continue to document these houses, and can't wait to show you this house when it's set on the foundation here in the next coming weeks here. This one will be in Corning, New York. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, reach out to us about your building project. Thanks.